I was telling a friend about this story that happened about 9 years ago, and I thought you all may get a kick out of it. Picture it, military base in Virginia, USA, summer of 2010, cast, me, 8 months pregnant, tired, and sweaty, EP, the military housewife in a floral house dress, EK, her kid, who I like to presume was just in a bad situation, Q, my friend and co-worker, who had been on duty with me the night before, PO, base police officer. When I was in the military, I had to stand watch, which meant that I'd come in for muster, spend the day in an empty hospital checking equipment, and get off the following morning at duty changeover. Not difficult, and if I was lucky to be on duty with a friend it was fun. So since it's the weekend and the facility is closed, I parked my car around 515 Sunday morning in patient parking. During business hours we were only supposed to be in staff parking. There were maybe 2-3 inches other cars in the lot from the duty changeover, but the area around my car was completely empty. I lived off base and Q lived in the barracks on base, so had I picked her up on my way in. Watch goes as usual. The next morning is Monday and after getting off duty I just go upstairs to the department where I work. Call it prego brain, but I completely forgot to move my car to employee parking. After work, as I'm walking out Monday around 1700, it hits me while I'm walking to the employee lot that I forgot my car was in patient parking, and oh no, I probably got a ticket. I head on over, and I should mention it's a Black Flag Day, meaning it was so hot that no one should be outside. I get to my car, and there are a few people standing around including EP, EK, and PO, but yay, no ticket, as I start to get in my vehicle.
PO, ma'am, is that your car? Pointing to my car.
Me, yes, why?
PO, well if you wouldn't mind waiting just a minute we need to take a report since you hit this, points to EP, lady's car.
I swear there was a solid 5 seconds of his words bouncing around inside my head. It's hot, I'm sweating, I'm tired, and then all my senses came back. Me, no I didn't LCPL, there's absolutely no way that I did, because my car has been here since the lot was empty yesterday. I look over, and the front end of her mid-80s rusty Corvette is underneath the front of my 05 Ford Focus, and the whole time I spoke EP is shaking her head furiously to indicate that clearly I'm lying. That, combined with the fact that she had a daughter with her, who was probably 9 or 10, infuriated me, so I call up Q who could literally vouch for me parking my car, and she insists on walking a few blocks from her barracks back to work in the heat and brought me water and comfort. PO recommended getting in the car and turning on the AC, but something told me that I shouldn't touch my car. PO then gets guidance because bless his heart, it's his first time in a situation like this, and is told to check the temp of both cars, because the warmer one would have been running more recently. Apparently EP has been in the facility all afternoon for appointments, and it's hot, so the temps are the same. Then PO had her back her car up a little, and mine springs back, meaning her car had put pressure on mine. That, combined with Q and the officer who was on duty coming out to also vouch for me, led to PO telling EP,
Ma'am, I'm not saying you're a liar, but clearly your car hit this other lady's car.
Even though I was hot, gross, tired, sweating in places I didn't know could sweat and angry at this point, it was the most satisfying thing I had heard in a long time. EP gets huffy and leaves with EK in tow, and my car is perfectly fine. My entire command, and even the civilians who worked in the facility, find the story hilarious and laugh about it for a solid year afterward. I called the base police the next day to see if there was a way I could thank or leave a positive comment for the LCPL for taking the time to investigate, when he could have just taken statements and left. I ended up speaking with his NCO, his supervisor, who seemed really happy that someone took the time to make a nice call. It's been 9 years and this story still makes me simultaneously roll my eyes and giggle. I hope you all appreciate it as much as I enjoyed telling it.